Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. How you doing today? Doing fine myself. Little evening recording because I'll be out tomorrow. So here I am to play my favorite green clan, Awoken. I love playing this cool plant clan and all their great new cards. They're actually okay now. I think they are playable, and it's even better when you don't have to fight savagery. We got Pyre Hunter and Entropy, Animus of Will in the starter, Steel Enhancer, so a nice looking early game. Wing Spirit, an early game Pyre, doesn't really scale super well, but early game the full heal is nice. And we get to start the game with Emblem of the Exiles. How lovely. Love to see it. And we can take Revenge, Cultivate. I think Explosive Sentient is pretty fake, especially into a guy that silences. It's like okay for the early game, I suppose, but I will be playing Revenge, Cultivate. I think it's quite good. Sorry if you can hear the background ambience, by the way. Actually, I'll close my window all the way. Hopefully it doesn't come through too much, but it is like very loud. And I'm recording this at night, and it's a loud night. Sometimes there's like quiet nights where there's not actually that much noise. Today is a loud night. There's a lot of noise outside right now. And it's just like general ambience. It's not anything like worrisome. It's just the bugs and the chirping and all of that. Chirping? Is that the right word? You know what I mean. The general nighttime. I mean, I guess it is just bugs chirping and screaming. Is what they tend to do, in my understanding. But yeah, it seems not so bad now that I close my window all the way. I think it'll be alright. And yeah, we are very strong. Thank you, Emblem of the Exiles. Unfortunately, Emblem of the Exiles pretty much invalidates Wing Spirit, so this Pyre Heart is going to do very little for us now. Maybe something on Archeon. I think a third Steel Enhancer is okay. You could also pick up a heal. It's like fine to play a heal here. It's okay. Crypt Builder is good with the Foregone Powers. I think it's kind of a non-choice. I got a comment. I don't know if many people feel this way, but someone left me a comment a while ago that was like, sometimes you say one thing and then immediately after reasoning through one thing, say another thing and then do that instead. So I've been trying to be more cognizant, but like, you could play either card there, so I feel like it is not that crazy to reason through it that way. I'm just trying to be aware. I think I will play Shattered Shell over Animus of Will. I think Shattered Shell is a better character. Generally speaking, Animus of Will can just go sit on her own. Think about what she's done. I do not wish to play quick because I want everything to hit the Sentient and then pass Cultivates through to Shattered Shell. So for Shattered Shell, I probably would like him to have Multi-Strike and then... I think it is Multi-Strike and plus 14. Thinking about all the other options. I think it's multi-strike plus 14. 14 costs 20, puts us to 205. The reroll puts us to 130, which is acceptable. You don't want to give him HP because he's going to get HP from Cultivate, and you're going to lose your Cultivates pretty quickly if you play Large Stone. And then I just had a multi-strike here, and everything's great. Very nice. You could also give him Incan Armor too, if you prefer. I will give a Shield Steward some stats, because it doesn't hurt. I think he's going to hang out. The Incan Armor 2 is a waste of money. I should not give him that. And -1 energy per turn, fine with me. I will continue to play bottom floor. Primarily, the value of bottom floor playing here is that now I only have to deal with this wave. Once this guy is gone, there's nothing else that I need to do. Because I will enter Relentless and win Relentless because I have all of this HP. So from this spot, I have now effectively won. As long as I make sure I grab the Collector, everything is done. I can just end my turn, and then press the Wing Spirit right here. And I am 100% confident in my victory. Very nice start. Extremely easy fight. You can go through that fight in like 30 seconds. But we're stat checking them because we rolled well in the steel shop, basically. I think that Wildwood Sap is okay, but I feel like these cards are all do-nothings. in the general scheme, because Emblem of the Exiles makes us just so strong. You could play another Crypt Builder, I think it's fine. Magic Shop and a Stygian Banner or an Arm Shop. In this run I would like to go for an Arm Shop because I would like to grab... I think that Awoken wants to see a lot of Arm Shops to try to put together Equalizing Rings plus Old Growth, which is a very good combo in my eyes. I shouldn't have clicked the HP, sorry, that was just natural. Kanyo, Yorick, Gross Michael. Michael's pretty bad. Yorick is, I think, bad? Yeah, bad. This is Kanyo, for sure. I don't really care for the plus 10, and then Awoken units get nerfed when they see this thing drop, the Gross Michael. When it becomes Cavendish, Awoken units get weaker, almost across the board. But these are all not worth buying. I'm pretty strapped for cash, so we want to roll for something good. I get okay value. You could play something like Overgrowth Carapace for a cleanup plan. I'm just going to play Glass Cannon, though. I think if you want to be safe, you just go like Glass Cannon, deployable, and I will not play it if I fight Celtic Corruptor. But otherwise, this Shattered Shell will take us through Kale pretty comfortably. And so we have a bunch of time now to figure out what I wish to do with this run to make it strong enough to fight 7. And I think the best thing to do is see Bloodthirsty Blade still. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Honestly. I am kind of just going to end my turn through this fight. I don't really need to do anything when I have 200 damage sweep. And I have infinite HP Sentient. I can just like throw things here, I guess. I saw someone saying in a recent comment as well, I think on a different video, they said something to the effect of they feel like Monster Train 2 is boring because the game is solved by... or sometimes you win 30 minutes at advance, which I think was a big problem with Monster Train 1. But I do not feel... oh, this guy does exist. I wasn't sure if there was a sycophant or not. This guy does exist. What do you know? It doesn't matter because I'm so far ahead that I'll win anyway. But there is a sycophant here to catch me for playing Fragile. I think in Pyre Hunter Archeon there is actually always one. Again, doesn't matter. I'm already far, far ahead of Archeon. But I will have to remember that for the future. Again, does not matter in the slightest to me. You could do some things to stop that, but anyway. I actually don't think that Monster Train is a game that's won 30 minutes in advance, and that's the thing that makes it a lot more fun to me than Monster Train 1. I don't think I specified I was talking about Monster Train 2. But like, this run is good, but now we have to figure out how we finish it, which is an interesting problem to face, as always. I think Frostpiercer is okay. We jam bottom floor, merge it with Glass Cannon. Frostpiercer is somewhere in the neighborhood of 67 cut in half times 2, so it's like 67 Frostbite basically, which will comboed with the 100 and something damage. He should do fine with this. I think it's alright. And I'll skip here. And when's the next arm shop? 1, 2. It's not for 3 rings. I only need energy for the arm shop, but I don't really need anything here, so I guess I'll take arms energy. It's kind of a meaningless choice, though. We'll go left. This is a spot where neither shop is good because I'm too broke for the trinket shop and I have all my steel shop upgrades done. So if we go left, we can find something cool at the alcove. I think that there's very little to duplicate, but let me verify that. I agree with my sentiment. And there's a chance I can buy something from this trinket shop. I do have enough for 1. Oh my gosh. Sigil Seaweed. Apply mute 1 when an enemy enters your train? That is amazing. It's a very good find. Triple stack, -4. I think this triple stack is bad. -4 is bad. And the growth is... it's like cute, but it's not worth the entropic crystals because this thing is so expensive. If you have the Sinner's Salve already, you can get away with that curse. But it's the worst one for the least good value proposition, which is strange. Because that curse is 2 energy and it makes all of your spells cost more across your whole deck. Is not a good trade. Very strong Soul Titan skin here, of course. And I believe I am a little short of killing these guys, but I think that I'll clean them up with the Animus and the Spear Stewards, or the Shield Stewards, and although maybe not. I do need to play a few cards here now. I think we go Crystallis is all. I don't think I need to play Crypt Builder here. I'm pretty sure 67 times or 63 times 2 is 126. And that also didn't even account for the fact that the Sentient was also adding numbers there that I wasn't thinking about. 86 times 2 is enough. We're there. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind that the Sentient is also contributing to the scaling. And we silence everything that enters the train, except for the Collector. Thankfully, they made it so Sigil Seaweed doesn't grief the Collector, which is extremely nice. Big fan of that. Yeah, I said Winged Spirit wasn't even going to be that good, but it's actually kind of nice here. Pretty good. Because I can just take all this damage and then Relentless hits, I press the button, I'm full HP, it's like nothing even happened to me. 175 times 2, not bad. Would I pivot the Bloodthirsty Blade if I see it in the next shop, the next arm shop? I think no, because it's a little late. It would be close though. Old Growth is good. Very good. Unnamed Tome for Seraph is good enough. I would take this just to silence the curses. And the sap, both are good. Now we have Magic versus Trinkets. I think we go Magic, but it is kind of nice to go see an artifact, remove 2 cards, and then buy another artifact. I believe you should go left, but this is also 150 gold. I think I'm gonna go left, final answer. Magic shot me up. It is close though, in my mind. No reason to play any of that. The duplicate comes later. I can play Intrinsic on the Tome, which I think is fine. I don't hate it, I don't love it. I think it's okay. You can play like probably Spell Chain on a healing spell to proc more Old Growth value is my thinking. It's like Steel Enhancer is not that much, it's only an extra 4 attack. This is probably better. And then we can give it like a -1. It's fine. Maybe a little +10 restore while we're here. I'm saving my Kanyo purges, I guess for no reason. I mean, I should just purge. Why hold on to these useless Spear Stewards in this spot, right? There's no real reason to. May as well go up money. And then we'll grab a second Restoration Detonation. This run is, I'm kind of just speeding through this section, but this run really has no direction until I see the next arms shop. That's where most of the decision making of this run actually comes into play. I'm gonna take draw -1 each turn for sure. I like the money. And I can, if I play bottom floor, which I will, I can ignore the incant restriction of these enemies, which is very good. These guys are just silenced now. And we can do... How do you want to go about this? Give me a sec. I think you want to play Foregone or Unnamed Tome just to be rid of it. Because it doesn't do anything anyway. And then what you want here is you want Crypt Builder into this guy and then Crystallis, but it's kind of like, you know, you miss and then you go, why bother, basically. I could kill him, but then I'm only making myself worse. Instead, I will leave this guy to die of other causes. And then 79 times 2, I'll just be safe. I don't feel like doing the math. May as well. I should play Frostpiercer here, just in case as well. Not a bad idea. And then we're 104 times 2. I always go into the Relentless at full HP. Winged Spirit plus Emblem of the Exiles is a nasty pull, I must say. Our mid-game is just so smooth. Incredibly, incredibly smooth. Let me just go for some restores for Old Growth Rejuvenates now. And I don't even need to play it. Wow. I'm gonna play it anyway because it's cool. What do we end up at? 260. Wow, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Alright, so the last two rings basically were meaningless. I almost didn't even pay attention because we are so incredibly strong. The next ring is what matters. I take focus growth for the procs. I don't play any of these. This is where things coalesce, pretty much. This arm shot. Iron Tongue, Hollow Mirrors, Enchanted Chamber, pretty much all terrible. Nothing else to look at here, no need to duplicate. So we'll roll immediately. I'm not going to buy any of these ever. All terrible. Okay. Well, that's that. The thing to look out for here, there's two ideas. You can see Bloodthirsty Blade and maybe put it on a Merge. It's okay. You can also see Equalizing Rings, which you would then play Merge Equalizing Rings with Overgrowth and play it on the Shattered Shell. Every spell cast is now plus 10 attack, which is how that works, and that's really good. I saw neither of those things, so I will be merging Frostpiercer into Glass Cannon. That'll be our weapon for the run, and I'll be playing Deployable Old Growth. And that's all fine with me. And you could merge like Exile's Diadem in. Okay, not really all that exciting though. I don't feel the need to purge. We're good into this fight. I think potentially here, what I could see myself doing is duplicating Shattered Shell and then duplicating the equipment here. So let's count up, it's 8 energy to play, right? Because Shattered Shell's 1, Merged Equipment's 3, and it's also space. So I wouldn't be able to play the second Merged Equipment for a while. And I think that there's no real reason to do this. Now, someone got very upset with me a little while ago. I don't know if I talked about this, but I was in a spot like this and I was like, is there anything to duplicate? No. And I duplicated something random. I think it was like a sharpen. And they were very mad that I didn't duplicate the sweeper. So I would like to take a little bit of time to clear up any confusion about that. I think that taking a second sweeper here is on average not very good because you want to focus all of your attack ups in a single unit. Having a second sweeper is sort of counterintuitive. It's good if you can play 2 of them with an equipment like Glass Cannon, for example, because then the 2 of them will be combining their power so much that it almost doesn't matter, right? You'll be doing, basically this is 200 damage sweep plus the Frostpiercer added on. Without being able to do that though, the second Shattered Shell is going to offer us basically 34 damage, which is not enough. Now you could just play it and then have it be like fine until you draw the merged equipment, since the fight scales up over time. You could maybe say, I'll get the merged equipment later in the fight, and you could actually probably get away with this, but is it good? That's the ultimate question. Is it good? It's like, okay, but you are splitting your Sentient cultivates between 2 units, which I think is not that good. So ultimately I feel like this duplicate on Shattered Shell is not good, but I wanted to make sure I fully reasoned through that in case anyone wanted to hear it. It, I guess, is not as obvious as it seems, because to me it's pretty obvious that you're just going to duplicate something else there. But I should not assume that it's obvious. It's like arrogant, almost, you know? But then again, on the flip side, someone came into my stream and told me that it was very arrogant of me to, or not arrogant, they said condescending, I believe, to explain the rules of chess when I made that video on Passant, the chess roguelike. So basically there's no winning, is what I've learned. Almost as if the people that I'm recording this video for are not a singular entity, but an actual, like, varied group of people with different opinions, which I refuse to acknowledge or believe in. So I will be addressing you all as a single entity from here on. And that's final. Anyway, we have basically 200 damage plus 100 frostbite here, which is pretty good. It is not that bad, all things considered. It should lead to killing most enemies with a little bit of assistance from cards like Crystallis. This is the sort of run that I think is very hard for you, if you are not good or if you're newer to the game, to really grasp. And it's like, this is the sort of run that I play and I go, why is this winning? So don't feel bad, you know? Like, you can just be newer to the game, or you might not just understand things. It's not like a condemnation of you if you don't understand a run setup like this, because I think it's very odd. Anyway, foot in mouth aside, I'm done insulting you now, I swear. The reason that this run works is because, like, and it's hard to see, because you can look at a card like Crypt Builder and you can go 80 damage. Oh, well, that doesn't do anything in the grand scheme of things. That doesn't help me kill 500 HP units. But in a lot of these older clan runs, you do have to play like 5 or 6 different pieces to the puzzle, basically. You're just kind of playing a lot of things a lot of the time in these older clan runs now. Especially Awoken, I feel like you have to really... Or no, actually, especially Stygian. Awoken's not really like this. Awoken is like, I scaled a sweeper. Stygian is a clan, though, where it's like, well, I have Frostpiercer now, and it goes on this sweep unit, and I'm putting up a lot of Frostbite, which is good. And there's nothing really wrong with that. Now, I forewent going for a second sweeper, which means I don't need... Forewent? I have 4 gone. I forewent. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm going to go draw, basically, is where this is going to end. Because I don't need space. I clearly don't need energy. I just go draw. We can go peek at this other arms shop. I don't think I would ever really change anything, but it's not like there's anything else to do. You could make Animus a little stronger. And we could also pick up a room, not an equipment, a room. Like the Boiler Room or the Echo Vault. This is a fine run for large mystery box because these are useless. You can just give me a large mystery box. Maybe I get something cool. Why not? It could be nice. Now let's make some choices. First, I'll just go, you go do all of the guarantees, right? I'm always taking Cultivating 3. That one's a freebie. I'm going to the arms shop. I think I would like to take Echo Vault here, usually. I don't think there's any reason to take anything else. Echo Vault's fine. And I can play... Well, actually, can I afford Echo Vault? I think it comes later, right? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I play Echo Vault later, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You could reroll here to see if you get anything cool to stack onto the old growth, because I have 1 open slot. You could also theoretically merge Diadem in if you wanted to make Sentient small enough to fit 2 sweepers on the floor, which I also think is not that good, but I just want to address all of these lines that I am saying are fine if you want to do it, right? Is what it comes down to. All of these ideas are completely fine. I think you don't need to do them, but they look cool, and you can go like, oh wow, this thing was so cool. Diadem really popped off here. I was really hoping I wasn't going to fight this fight, because I was thinking about how I deal with these assassins, and it's like, my fault, basically. It is my bad, and I am going to have a lot of trouble now, which is very annoying. But this is what I get for not playing quick, I guess. So what do? We play Sentient, we play Shattered Shell. These 2 are going to clean up the front line, and then we are going to play you plus you to clean up the little shitters in the back. Or rather, vice versa. You clear back line, you clear front line. I will probably take some damage, and then what we will do is we will go to a bunch of steel shop, or we'll go to the Pyre HP, basically, is what we will do to deal with this. Stupid fucking savagery fight bullshit. I think I'm guaranteed Crypt Builder here, at least. Oh. No, I guess not. My fault. Okay. Old growth, fine. And then with old growth, I get to pop all of these restoration detonations for damage. You get a steel enhancer. You take 295. If I walk away from this fight alive, I will be thrilled. What do I end with? I probably end with actually focused growth, not focused growth, with the restoration detonation, right? I don't know if I played that last. Anyway, I'm gonna come over here and play away. It doesn't even seem that good. Fine with me. Doesn't even seem that good though. I did play Steel Enhancer last. That's also fine. All of these outcomes are about the same in my eyes. Yeah, this is the wave where I'm actually just gonna get kind of smacked though. The double heavy wave here is icky. So let's play... Let's think about what we want to end with here on the Echo Vault, basically, is the thought. It might just be play 4 restores and try to beat Rax on this floor. I don't think so, though. You made me a vine grass? Why? For what? Oh, because Richard Garfield saw that I was 3 damage off of killing the gladiator, so he gave me that. He didn't see the shield steward. That's okay, Richard. It was a good idea. I think I'm gonna play Restore Crystallis here. I want to build up a little HP. I think that's the way. And then I'm just gonna expect to take some damage from this wave. It's not the end of the world. I'll come back and see what I can do. I can play Detonation, Detonation. Plus 10 is plus 50, so it's like possible if I harness the Titans into Gratitude. It's like, it's 50-50 basically. You got Detonation as your last play. I think you're gonna go for it. It's still good either way. Yeah, you never win 50-50s in this fuck-ass game. It's fine, it's good enough. And then this bottom wave doesn't matter to me all that much. I just go here, here. Probably end with Restore. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't dead. Can I kill you? No, you're gonna hit me for 6, aren't you? End with Restore. Yeah, you do hit me for 6. Could come up here and Restoration Detonation. It's fine, I'll just take my 6. It's not a big deal. Not the end of the world to lose 6 HP. Just a little annoying. We'll go Steel Enhancer. I think it's gonna be Focused Growth as our last card here. We could do Crystallis, Focused Growth. I'm stupid and sorry. Well, it's fine. I'm not gonna undo for that. I'm a fool. Alright. And then I take 297 damage through... Fucking Sentient just tanks that shit like a beast. Does not even care. This old growth card is a lot better than I expected it to be. I gotta say. I did not think this thing was gonna be all that good. But I find myself in this spot more often than I expect. Because you get it fairly frequently from rare drafts, from the post-boss drafts. It's like surprisingly good. 7 damage for an annoying savagery fight where I can't play my cards. Very cool. Cycle of Life, I could play it on the Sentient. It's like playing a single spell. I could play Cycle of Life or I could play any heal card. It's a tough call. Deep Offering. RIP, brother. Gone and forgotten. Okay, Magic Shop for sure. I don't think I need to go get my missing 7 health back. Actually, I think I'll be alright. Move, Consume, Double Stack. And then turn out of Vine Grasp is whatever. Forgotten Name, unchanged, by the way. This is just how this card is meant to be. Jackstrips is pretty good. Oh no, it's actually annoying. Never mind. I play bottom 4, so it doesn't really make a difference. It's odd. Final answer. I'm gonna kill 2 foregone powers off and get my money. Can I even remove Consume? No. Too bad. I can double stack. Useless. I can -1 focus growth. Fine. I can +10 restore. Fine. I can reroll. Anything crazy for the intrinsic chain? No, I don't think so. Could do like intrinsic spell chain Crystallis. No thanks. I'm gonna go Value Stone Crystallis. There really is like nothing here that I want. So just purge, I guess. It's kind of weird because I think that this run is just kind of finished. That's how it feels, anyway. I don't want to remove any of these cards. Maybe like one Crystallis, but why? To what end? Here, give me Priory's Cloak. I think that one might be good here. Maybe they finally made Priory's Cloak good with these changes. Is Focused Growth better than Restoration Detonation? Heal 20 twice or heal 15 twice? I guess it is. Maybe I should spell chain this thing. Yeah, I guess I should have. Oh well. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I am kind of just like clicking on things because I have to. If I weren't recording, I would have been in the boss fight by now because I feel like there is nothing to be done. Okay, Old Growth. I can play my Shattered Shell again. We're playing bottom floor so that we silence the silencers. If you are unfamiliar, we just want to be able to play where we can play our shit. Pyre grow. Seems fine. And then you go like Focused Growth. Hit this dude up with the double silence. Animus of Will. Our spot's pretty much locked in now. I think we can't really lose. Cool run. I mean, definitely just a solid run. Snowpiercer. I'm gonna call this thing Snowpiercer so much. I should just embrace it and start calling it Snowpiercer. Frostpiercer is pretty good. If you're wondering why these guys are dying, by the way, it's because of my Priory's Cloak. Should I be using Priory's Cloak like this? No, I should probably... Honestly, I should be ending my turn. If I'm going to be 100% real with you, I should be ending my turn. Also, interesting note there, cards played off of Offering do not get replayed by Echo Vault. How odd. We should just do this so that I kill the Gladiator, although he's gonna die anyway. He dies to Frostbite, but I should just be giving all of the scaling over to Shattered Shell here. I should probably just not even play anything. I'll play a Restoration Detonation, and then I'll end my turn. Because that's Blend. And Shattered Shell's getting all the kills now. I need to just stop playing cards, basically. I'll Focused Growth, I'll Restoration Detonation. I need to stop playing cards, and then I play more cards. Oh no, man, I feel bad if I just, like, AFK at the end of these fights. I should do stuff, it feels like. But there's nothing to do. It's better to do nothing. Inaction is the best game plan here. But what if instead of inaction, I gave my Sentient a really big health bar? What if I just put my Sentient up into the thousands, because that's what this clan does now, apparently. I will say, I think it's a little... you should be hesitant to be like, oh wow, Awoken is so back because of Old Growth. Because you can just miss Old Growth, right? I think it's an easy trap to fall into. The clan is fine. I think they're in an okay spot. But be advised that into Savagery we would have had a little bit of trouble here as well. Without the Snowpiercer. We're winning this run off of a bunch of rares. For the record, by the way, because you are probably going to be like, oh man, sick reference streamer, I love that movie. I thought Snowpiercer was okay. I just want to make sure I get that out there. I am not like a #1 Snowpiercer head or anything like that. I think that movie's like a 6.5 out of 10. It's a little above average. I thought it was alright. But ultimately, I was not blown away by it. I thought it was fine. And did you get the point that I thought it was okay? It's the sort of movie that I remember mostly because people were hyping it up to me. They're like, this movie's so good. Snowpiercer's amazing. And then I watched it and I was like, yeah, sure. I can see that being your favorite movie. I think maybe I am just too neutral. You know? I never really form strong opinions about things, it feels like. Although, it may just be a byproduct of the content that I've been watching. I don't know. Something to consider. Because there have been a few movies that I was like, wow, that was incredible. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. But I feel like it's been happening to me less and less lately. It's kind of like worried about it, honestly. So I'm like, man, do I just like what if I never find a new favorite movie? Because 3 or 4 times now, I've only recently started watching movies, and like 3 or 4 times now I've been like, wow, this movie I just watched is my new favorite movie of all time. That was amazing. Oh man. I forgot about the assassins. Hold on. I'm just sitting here yapping along, having fun. Chosen assassins are here to ruin my day. Is there anything I can even do about this? 7 times 2? No, I don't think there is. Probably play a higher floor and then just pick them off, actually, is the way. I'll play it through because I might be able to No, I definitely can't finish the run. Should have just played quick, man. I don't know why I'm not playing quick here. Alright. I don't know, I was in my yapping. Anyway, where was I? Play a higher floor, pick off the assassins, it's no big deal. It'll be fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like it's been a long time since I've had a movie and been like, wow, that's my new favorite movie. It's just been a little bit. I hope that I find a new favorite movie sometime soon. Because I would like to watch something and go, oh my god, that was amazing. That's the best movie I've ever seen. That dethrones my previous best movie. For the record, if you're curious, my current favorite movie is Godzilla -1. I think that movie is very, very good. I had a great time watching that. It really hit for me. I don't know exactly what it was, but that shit was very good. I'm gonna play this. I have to think about this fight a little bit. I don't really know how I stop these... I don't really know how I stop these sweepers from killing me. It's very annoying. I was thinking maybe I just play like 3 crypt builders and push them to the back. That's my first idea. Should always play Pyre Light in the Echo Room. We're close to the point where I can maybe just win without killing the sweepers also. Something to consider. Yeah, then I just play another Crypt Builder. And then next turn I draw... It doesn't really matter, I let Fiery's Cloak kill these guys for me now. I do believe. Do I play Invigorating Solution? I think I can take a turn off of playing Pyre Light to play Invigorating Solution. And I'm just like, this is fine. And then as long as I draw enough healing cards, I'll be alright. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, just a little bit of a sidetrack. It's the classic problem. I tried to play something that wasn't quick sweep. Huge mistake on my part. Should have just been quick sweeping. Thank you to Priory's Cloak for saving this run from despair. Very big ups to Priory's Cloak on this one. I'm just worried, man. I'm worried because it's been like 2 years since I saw Godzilla -1. And we watch movies every night in my Discord. Subtle plug, you can join the Discord if you want to watch a movie. Not every night, sorry, once a week, sometimes twice a week. Every night. Yeah, every night we're watching movies. That's a little bit much. Honestly, I could be down for it, but no, it's once a week. We watch them on Saturdays, which would have been yesterday, but we missed yesterday. And it's been a while since we watched a movie, and I was like, damn, that's the one for me. That's my movie, man. I'm worried I'll never find a new favorite movie. It would be very sad. I wonder if the combat preview actually shows you the extra incant there. Very strange. Maybe it does. No. Anyway, the lesson learned here is that no matter what you're doing, just play quick, because or rather, you have to play quick if you're playing Glass Cannon. And I think you do have to play Glass Cannon in this run, given the landscape. So that means that... I don't know, it's kind of weird. Maybe you just draft for some way to do it. I don't know exactly what you do. You have to draft some way to survive the 21 damage on your fragile unit in this run. I guess you just plan to kill the 50 HP backliner with your cards. Or maybe you pick like cursed vines. I think the true problem is that I wasn't even thinking about it because I felt this run was finished. And I had an answer to it ultimately, but I need to think about it more. I don't play sweep without quick very often, which I think is why I was caught off guard here. I think you want to look for some sort of ping to kill these guys. Because it's the only thing to worry about. Maybe you play like a backup? No, because you lose the equipment and then he's useless. And it's this weird problem with cultivating Sentient and Revenge in general, where if you're playing a Revenge frontliner and then a backliner who is relatively weak, you can't really play quick, but you have to play quick. Because if you don't play quick, there's one or two enemies in every fight. Not in every fight, there's one or two enemies that you can face that kill you, and you can't really do anything about it. Specifically, that chosen assassin, who you're always going to die to. Well, anyway, something to think about. See an assassin? I think he might be a rage wing. I'll consider it more in the future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.